The women's basketball team opened up their home and GLIAC schedules December 3rd against Northwood Timberwolves. On the first drive, Mariah Dunham takes the shot, only had a long rebound go back to Stager, who sends it back to Dunham for the three-pointer, but Kelly Rightful is right there to have the tough putback for the first score. After a missed three-point attempt by Northwood, Sager brings it back up the court. The Wildcats settle in with their play scheme, sending the ball around the horn with their passing skills until Krista Erickson is able to get open in the lane for two. Northwood calls a timeout only 52 seconds into the game, but that timeout to calm their team down and set up their defense was not enough, as Angie Lexon is able to get the tough rebound here, only to put up an opposite-handed underhand shot for two. Northwood was able to show some signs of life with this long transition pass from Sarah Polachik to Jody Ostergen, but it was NMU up by 15 at half. Both teams came running in the second half, though, as Northwood was able to show some defensive skills by stealing Lexon's rebound here to set up Pam Wilson for a three-point play. However, the Wildcats weren't going to let that happen without a response, as Stager does so here. She gets the and one. Then in half, Mariah Dunham, the transfer from the Wisconsin Badgers, shows what she can bring to the UP with this spinning point drive. But it was ultimately Shannon Hellman's drive here for the three-point play that led the Cats through 88-76.
We're here with Coach Troy Madsen. Team looked good for his first GLIAC game. What can you tell me about it?
I thought our girls were really ready. We were focused all week in practice, and I knew we would come out and play as hard as we can play. We've been doing it all along. We just had to, clear up a couple things. We turned the ball over too much lately, and tonight I thought we just jumped out to a great start.
The depth was huge in this game. What can you tell me about that? The players coming off the bench.
We're going to play 10 people every night. And I need to use bodies because of the way we play. Our intensity on defense is a maximum high. They don't have no other options. I'm telling you, they got to come and play defense. So we have to use 10 bodies, and it'll be all season. I won't use probably less than 10 bodies. And I thought everybody that came in off the bench just did an outstanding job.
Okay, what can you tell me about the things that the team needs to do to improve for the next couple of games coming up?
Well, we need to start out in the second half and not turn the ball over so much. We've got to continue to take care of the basketball. We've been doing a great job the last couple of games of staying out of foul trouble early on in the game, not getting them into bonus before us. And we're going to continue to concentrate on those things. And then, we had a few breakdowns on defense to start the second half, and we need to shore those things up. But for the most part, I thought our play was extremely real good tonight, and I thought our point guard play from Stephanie Stager and Shannon Hellman was just outstanding.
Great, thank you, Coach.
Thank you much.
The men's team also had their GLIAC opener on the third after going 2-1 against non-conference opponents to start off their season. The Timberwolves were able to score first on this Sullivan jump shot from the free throw line. The Wildcats were able to respond quickly with the help of Big Cat Jared Benson on this inbound pass. Senior Austin Rowe knows how to shoot the ball all the way from Negaunee, but Chris Warner shows that he can shoot the ball pretty well from beyond the perimeter too. Northwood was just not able to get much of anything down into the basket in the first half. They had a lot of problems with the Wildcat zone defense, and Northern was able to capitalize on their mistakes. The Timberwolves were able to get some things going with this steal by Dorian Pierce, as he takes it the length of the court for 2 points. But in the second half, the Cats were able to dominate with a big play inside the paint from freshman Mylan Murphy and Big Cat Jared Benson again. The Cats were able to hit in transitions too, as Mark Rennerly pulls up for the 3 points. The Timberwolves did keep fighting strong throughout the game despite being outmatched, as obvious by this three-pointer by Pierce from Jeremy Miles. However, Northern kept dominating, culminating to Mylan's jam as the NMU Wildcats win 75-50.